Hey, brothers and sisters, what's up? This is the Reluctant Nabi. All right. See what's going on here. All right, let's see. All right, hey everybody, what's up? What's up? What's up? I can't see anything right now. All right. Let me see if y'all can see me clearly. All right, let me see. What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, so, hey y'all, what's going on? This is the Reluctant Nabi. I'm sitting up here at the. It's a significant development because there's a couple of things that I would like for you brothers to be aware of. All right. Okay, there we go. There's a couple of things I would like for you to be aware of. All right, so before I get started, let me greet everybody. Dog, all the way to the bank. Pasas los. Bonjour, mes amis. Kedavani. Konnichiwa. Ni hao ni ma. Sani bonani. Jambo habarigani. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. All right. So basically, brethren, let me take note of kind of what's going on here. All right. So, couple of things. It's time for us to bug out. Is as you see, in many cases, things are so bad. We even got people perpetrating the BS. All right, that's how bad things are. You see by the you see by what's going on that hold on for a second. All right, so you see by what's going on that there's a lot going on. And I keep telling people that so long as you don't stand up for yourself, people will perpetrate by pretending to be you. And it'll be let's just say, in a very unflattering way. All right. So that's the first thing we need to understand. All right. Now, we are very clear on what the danger is to the Afro man to even be involved in any kind of relationship with most. You see how I didn't say all, but with most. And when I say most, we're talking about the vast majority of BL Fefails. All right. The reason why people are so comfortable with setting us up is that we've been set up from the beginning. Period. We have always been set up from those seeking to destroy us, right? All the reputations, the bad reputations and stuff we got, some were warranted, some were unwarranted. All right, but when people don't stand up and fight for themselves, you get what you get. All right, so one of the things I wanted to do this live for is to show you the breakdown of what's going down. All right. So it seems like they're trying to make things more difficult for travelers, especially the Afro travelers. They are putting in place. I told people that they would make weed legal when they could figure out a way to allow people to sell it while disenfranchising the very poor that would be good at growing and selling it. All right. And they did that by redefining how you use capital. Capital, that means money, buildings, and everything else you might use. Oh, having a place to put your money too, like in the bank. All right. All right. So, really, before I start digging deep in this, let me say what's up to everybody. All right. What's up, Rolando G, Texas Marine, $3 Assassin, A. David Bowman, John J. Um, all right. So that's who's here right now. So I'm gonna try to be a little quick with this because this is important information. So just like they're setting that up, they're putting new travel restrictions, new travel everything. All right. So basically, in each nation that was frequented by Afro men trying to get away from the Fefails, have come up with some other caveat and thing in order to hinder travel. But to our benefit, some nations did not go too far. So that's why I start looking at the Philippines. They are going to be very difficult for the foreseeable future. One of the things that got me talking about this is the idea is one of the guys met me up here, took me around to a restaurant, right? And one of the things was that we got into a conversation where he says that what I do in Brazil would go a long way in Cuba also. But I was always like, yes, I would love to do something in Cuba. Now y'all know my time ain't, you know, whatever I decide I'm gonna do, I gotta do it. Cause I'm pretty much on, as they say, borrowed time. But then my life has been borrowed time. So with it being that, who cares, right? I'm gonna just do what I do. Get an idea, do it. I don't have time to be pea-footing around, waiting on this, that, and the other. I don't have time to have fear. Bottom line, all right? So it needs to be done, so I'm gonna try to do it. All right. Now, here's the trick. You need to go into Cuba from another place, say like the Dominican Republic. All right, say like going in there from Brazil. All right, and so that's basically it. As you can see, we are not responsible for how bad our name is in some ways, and in some ways we are. All right. And so, if we want to get away, it's going to cost us research and everything else. So, this is how the research goes. At the airport, they checked to see if I had insurance for Brazil. All right. Now, what I found out is I'm covered because I have TRICARE, and which goes anywhere a soldier goes, right? Or outside of the United States, right? Now, they have TRICARE and then they have the Brazilian insurance, right? Now, let me tell you something else. All this seemed like a scam to me because if you look at the Philippines is a ridiculous scam. This is what you got to do. All right. And all this is coming out of your pocket. All right. They put restrictions on you to travel there. You're going to have to be tested. When you're tested there, All right. Hopefully I'm back, y'all. All right. I should be back. I should be back. All right. All right. Just a random black screen. Well, let's see what happens in a minute. All right, so I've been having a problem here in Miami. All right, so at least y'all can hear me. All right, let's see what we got. All right, so you with you being able to hear me. All right, so let's put this back. Okay, so so this is the thing. So with the Brazilian thing, all right, if you type in to Google and type in, yeah, I left the day late because I had problems with catching the plane the day before. So my ticket was reissued. So I'll be in Brazil tomorrow night. In other words, look, I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a video on American Airlines, right? In this situation. And brothers, do not ever fly this airline, American Airline. If you have options, use something other than American Airline. All right. Hands down, this has been the worst experience flying. And I'm saying this even beat out Spirit for the worst experience flying. Now you really are jacking some stuff up. Now, fortunately, they have some good employees here that helped the brother to get where I got. But the way this went down, and I wasn't the other one, only one. There was another brother that really had a hard time with American, right? So for those of you of us that want to try to travel again, one of the things is not to do it on American. Get anybody but. All right. Now, having said that, when we was looking over the insurance thing, a wonderful thing happened. We was comparing the insurance that I have through the VA and TRICARE versus what the Brazilian cost. I mean, what Brazil was offering for the medical travel insurance, right? And so basically, I checked it, and for 28 days, all right, you pay $64 in that spell, right? And you get a printable or verifiable piece of paper, and they allow you to go. Now, they allowed me to go because of my TRICARE. You know, TRICARE is everywhere in the world, right? But TRICARE only deals with emergency room stuff. For me to stay in Brazil, for those of us that are veterans, right? There was another thing that I signed up for and filled out, and it is for the VA insurance, for the VA insurance abroad. The difference between them and TRICARE is with the VA insurance, I wouldn't have to pay nothing. There's no deductible, this, that, and the other. With TRICARE, because obviously when you're going somewhere outside of the United States, right? It is, what is it? What is it? It's, what do you call it? Out of the pocket or out of something, right? And so, what? Hold on. All right. And so that's basically it. All right. So that's going to be your thing. Now, it came to $64 for 28 days. Um, they covered you up to 10,000 and $25,000, and it had a $250 deductible. All right, so that's basically what you was looking at. $250 deductible, coverage from 10. That's the 10 to $25,000 one, and this is like what you would have to deal with for 4 days. I mean, 28 days. All right. So, with that said, that's one of the things you got to look for. Some places are going to offer want that, and some places are not. Now, understand this. This travel insurance, you're paying this. This is an extra change that Brazil is getting, which gets me to another point. Did you notice that everybody is profiting off of this thing, this COVID that has a 99.8% chance of survival? 99.8. All right, and it's higher than that because that is the known people that was tested, that went into the hospital or something like that, and survived it. We're not even counting all the people that came down with it, weren't tested because they thought it was something else, and they overcame it, got rid of it, and bada boom, bada bing, they're running around. Okay. All right. And so this is what's going on. Everybody is like really looking for a way to profit off of this, and with these governments and the stuff that they're doing, it's criminal. From ours to all the other governments that's doing this kind of mess, from the United States to the Philippines to Brazil to everybody is profiting off of the fear, and they're created misery. You understand? All right. And so this is all of it. This is a power grab for money, our money, so that billionaires could get richer because, billionaires got to eat too. Caviar, well, it is cheap to them. All right. That's right, Sean Williams. Everyone is price gouging. By the way, what's going on, brother? All right. So these are some of the things that's going on. You got to be careful at the airports you're flying out of too, because they've gotten ridiculous with all these policies. And then I mentioned this, Ebola. Remember Ebola, y'all? What was the survival rate for Ebola? 0. Yeah, that's right. I said it, 0. If you didn't get help or get that serum that the two white guys got, then you was going to die like every other black guy within, or person, male or female, within 72 hours, right? Did they shut down the world for that? No. You understand? All right. So what they did with this thing is they made it a mystery couched in an enigma. Okay. So nobody really knows. Think about this. This is a virus like HIV was, and we quickly learned about the capsids and stuff like that. Every time somebody would come up with something positive that would help people out, the media and the people running this came up with something negative to say, no, that's going to work. That's not going to work. Anytime somebody came up with something helpful, the system here trashed it and said that no, the helpful thing is now harmful. Now we're starting to understand that from the beginning, the helpful things that people were touting, that people were saying was helpful. One of the things is y'all know that y'all was watching me on YouTube in January when I had it, right? Y'all saw how I was suffering, but I mean, I just suffered a little bit. You see what I'm saying? Y'all know I was out of there for like a week, maybe two, right? What we noticed is a lot of people had it starting in November, right? But we didn't hear about deaths until March. So what was going on between November and March? All right, so we're not going to dig deeply in that. I'm just saying it is criminal the way YouTube, Facebook, the media, the government, and all of it conspired together to induce fear and reject every good thing that would have helped not only the physical nature of us, but it would have helped the psychological and the spiritual as well. See, when you just keep drumming up fear, 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 and give nobody solutions, all right, then that's all you're going to have is fear, right? And every time somebody comes up with a solution, the first thing, your first impulse is to destroy the solution. All right, then I'm gonna say that's intentional. Every good thing that was for us to do, they had something negative and said, nope, is the negative thing, right? And then turned out that every good thing that we were saying to do in the beginning turns out to be the stuff that's working. So if they keep telling us the negative, if PolitiFacts is lying, literally lying, when you read the box for the mask, y'all read the box, y'all saw the thing. When they're lying, when YouTube and Facebook bans the truth from medical board doctors with practices that knows what's going on, all right, then you know that we got a wicked problem, not just in the United States, but this is worldwide, to the point where we can't trust anybody. And then you look at all the stuff that they're doing. All right, now travel has become harder. All right, and within the travel, everybody is looking for ways to make more money off of the travelers. All right, brothers and sisters, I want y'all to look and understand this thing don't stop. It just doesn't stop. Hey, what's up, Latasha Freeman? Right, and they are brothers and sisters. Look up Alec, Alex, Alec, Alecs. They Alec, or no, it's ALEC. Who they are is they're the people that write all of our laws. Let me repeat that. Who they are is they are the people that write all of our laws. The politicians just argue and sign it. They add more pork and things into it for what they want, not what their state want, not what their people want, what they want. Um, no one recently has done anything within the annals of politics, save for Trump. That's why both sides can't stand him. All right, Trump literally, and I had to admit that Trump literally was looking out for people. I say it's because of his ego, but for whatever reason, that's his thing. People are his thing. All right, so I want y'all to think about that, right? So Trump literally was looking out for people. But all the rest of the politicians, they figured out a way with this. All right, come on, the mask thing. In the Army, when we change uniforms, it is mandatory that you wear a uniform. So, because it's mandatory, the military itself has to give the money or give you the uniform that we're changing into. Hey, what's up, Clinton? What's up, Clinton? All right, so I want y'all to understand. All right. This is what it is. You can't legally, but they could force it on the business, and the businesses force it on you. All right. So let me tell you this from an American, right? They want everybody to cover up their noses now. Why? It doesn't help you. It doesn't help others. It doesn't slow or stop anything. Your mouth, everything, unless you're going out, I don't know how far you can blow a noogie on somebody out your nose, but unless you're an expert childhood brat that has been practicing that since brathood, all right, then I just don't know how you do it. All right, but I will say this. I will say this. Why would you take away 60% of somebody's oxygen all day long? That's more dangerous than the disease you say you're trying to keep people from getting. Now, here's the other thing. I said, with all your draconian ways, and since people already paid, what if something happened? You will be held responsible. And they said, no, we won't, because you still getting on voluntarily. No, not after I paid, not after you put me through all of this. And so if something happens, yeah, they will be liable. All right. They just don't know it. It'll be a good lawsuit to go all the way up. All right. Now, if that lawsuit, all right, say you got, right now, we can't trust the Supreme. We cannot trust the Supreme Court. We cannot trust any of the courts. I want y'all to think about this. None of the cornerstones of American institution is trustworthy now. Think about it. We can't trust any. Y'all saw the box. The box gave a disclaimer. Why? So that they could not be sued. All right. You can't sue the people that make the mask. Why? Because they put the disclaimer on the box. All right. So this is what's going on. All right. Let me take this time to remind you. All right. Because, yeah, after these trips, so with American Airlines, I end up wasting $300 more. And so they're trying to stop us from doing good, too. The guy that was driving me around, he was from Cuba. He said, man, if we're doing this in Cuba, these people would love you the same way the people love us in Brazil. Oh, so they want to make helping people a problem. See how this works? They not only do they want us to, they want everybody to continue to suffer. All right, these are all these left-leaning politicians. All right, and it's bad. It is really, really bad. All right, so fortunately for me, and I'm going to say this. I am going to say this, and I'm going to just keep it real. When I was talking to the American women from American Airlines that were American, it was just really, really bad. It was such an evil, wicked experience to the point where I will not travel this airline again. Right? It's just really not worth it. All right. At the end of the day, I'm out way more money than I thought I was saving. Right? I'm going to tell you a couple of instances. I was on the phone trying to talk to them to figure out how to troubleshoot some problems, right? And the lady was the lady on the phone was just like, Well, I can't help you. You got to hurry up. You got to hurry up because I got other calls in the queue. I thought your job was to help me. You work for American Airlines. You're supposed to help me navigate through this issue. But no, she had more calls in the queue. And, when they did the survey, I've been doing the surveys and letting whoever's in charge of the surveys know that American Airlines is crap. Now, I'm not talking about the pilots. They get the plane up in the air, they land them. I'm not even talking about the flight attendants, but everybody that deals with handling money and trying to get you, man, it's like everybody is trying to take all the money that they can from the regular average person to cover their fear and boneheaded mistakes by shutting down because somebody said that we think you should. Everything about this whole thing has been a lie. They said we was going to flatten the curve, and then nope, never happened because these people got power we just made. Everybody just stopped working. They destroyed billions of dollars in small businesses. They shuttered a bunch of small businesses, but nobody gives a F. It's because, well, man, this dude sent me it. I wonder if I could read it. Hold on for a second. Okay, look, I'll be able to get to it. All right. Okay, I could get to it. All right. A brother sent this and I screenshot it. He said, the virus can travel 6 feet. It cannot travel 6 feet 1 inch or greater. It can live on all surfaces except anything that comes in the mail from Amazon. It does not live in Target, Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, or any grocery store. It is harmless in protest, riot, and looting. It is only deadly in bars, restaurants, small businesses, hair salon, and churches. It cannot live on your food as long as you get it to go. That was funny. It can't live it on. That was hilarious right there. It can't live on your food unless you get it to go. You heard? All right. So don't get your food and cook it. Right? You gotta get it from all these restaurants, these highfalutin restaurants. Let me see something. All right. I don't know what that just did. All right, I'm gonna stop playing around with this feed here. All right, and so that's something I have to say because that was classic, y'all. That was classic. Hold on. I don't know what's going on here. One moment. All right, I should be back. Okay, so the thumbnail was about this. All right, and it was something to think about. All right, in more ways than one. You had a man. All right, this is the thumbnail. Understand that we're being set up for a fall to look like evil people. All right, by the female agenda and their partner. the white man, right? The thumbnail, if you look carefully, the dude being arrested is in blackface. Again, let me repeat that. If you look carefully, the dude that is being arrested is in blackface. The funny thing is the dude in blackface is being arrested by the Caucasian police for vandalism. I was gonna say you can use that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right, man.
Yeah, all right. Look,
Thank you
always
anyway.
bring. Look, I always bring. Look.
Always bring extra.
Well, no, I always bring that here, and I got two, like on the way back when I'm in Rio, man. Cause
Good deal as well.
oh, okay, yeah. So I got theirs, and I got
Yeah.
I don't be playing. All right, yeah. And so basically, this is what we have, right? Now, so basically, that's what the thumbnail is about. It is to show us that we need to, if you are a righteous brother, you need to separate. I've been telling people this. I wasn't telling people this because I was angry I can't get none. Getting some is the easiest. Come on, y'all, really. All right, look, I'm a just man up, right? I'm a man up, right? Getting some, just to be getting some, is the easiest thing to do with these Fefails in the United States. It's all over the streets, everywhere. It is, right? So why would I be mad about that when it is just really that easy? It is. It's really that easy. All right. So what then is the issue when it is really that easy? Now, if it's that easy for me, I ain't ugly. I mean, I used to be a little thinner than I am now. I'll probably be in shape when I get back, but I've never had a problem with getting some. So why would I mean? And so why do you throw that out? Oh, he mad because he ain't getting none. No, that ain't it. I'm mad because I see how easy it is to frame an Afro man. That's what the thumbnail is about. That's why we need to get out of here. That's why we need to do something different. It's becoming that easy to frame an Afro man that everybody's doing it, even if they got to get in blackface to do it. Now, I want y'all to understand something else too. All right. He called me stream fawns. All right. I want y'all to understand something else too. A lot of people do this to us because as I was sitting here in a restaurant, listen to a female just go in on a dude, and she was just wrong as all hell. She convinced the dude that really knew nothing. I'm gonna tell you something. The reason why these females do not want intelligent men that research is they will make an argument. Oh, see, what do you mean gender roles and stuff? And that's the thing. You're putting things in gender roles, and these gender roles is a construct of no. Gender roles is you are a female because that's what your biology say. I'm a male, right? And she wasn't as big as the dude. He could beat her down with no problem. And she couldn't hurt him. Why? She has less bone mass. She has less muscle density, right? She is smaller. You see what I mean? All right. And so oh yeah, don't forget to hit the like button. Yeah, I forgot to say, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And my donation links are in the description box, right? Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to my BitChute channel too, also in the description box. Okay. All right. So when you look at this, this is some craziness. All right. It is really some craziness. All right. Um, right. And that's what I'm saying. So we're not, I'm pretty sure that I speak for a lot of us here. All right. That we're not upset that we can't get any. We're just upset and we're tired of being set up. We're tired of the wickedness that is going on in our name. We're tired of our children being destroyed. We're tired of dealing with a belligerent female that can't repent, that got a bunch of suckers um, chasing after her skirt. You can't tell nothing to. We are tired, right? So this is how we get away. This is why I start looking into all of this stuff. A lot of places is better for us than what we're getting in the United States. All right. Is the United States a land of opportunity? It is if you want to do wickedness. But it's looking more and more increasingly difficult for people that want to be honest people to be happy in the United States. All right. And when third world countries are looking like they have more love for righteousness than people in the United States, you know you got a problem. All right. It just is what it is. It is what it is. All right. And so that's what that thumbnail is about. You have everybody setting us up at will. Really, think about how bad things are for us when that dude felt okay to go in blackface to destroy something, thinking that again the white media like Fox was going to think it was a bunch of Afro people. But to their credit, I will give them this. To their credit, they start looking around and they start telling us. Fox was telling us, "Hey, this ain't y'all. Y'all better stop letting people represent you." You see what I'm saying? Fox. I was like, I'm surprised, flabbergasted even. All right. I think it's almost time for me to go. But anyway, so I'm gonna shut this down. I'll holler at y'all when I get to Sao Paulo, right? So when I get to Sao Paulo, I'll holler at y'all. But this is going to be a thing. All right. So let me roll. It's time to get it together. And I'll holler at you later. Peace, love, and soul. All right. Don't forget, donate if you can. Subscribe and press the thumbs up button. All right. And don't forget to subscribe to the BitChute channel. With that said, people, I'm out. Peace, love, and soul.